Magic 89.9, your voice is summer. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Hi. Are you speaking? There you are speaking. Good morning.
I think Mo's frozen.
Oh, he is. Or is he just not moving?
No, he's looking to the left.
He's stuck.
All right, there we go.
Okay, there. Hi. You were stuck for a few seconds.
I thought it was you. I was complaining already about you, and then realized it was
You.
me.
It truly was.
I had to put a VPN because I was going to download torrents. Obviously that's illegal. So I needed to switch, switch things, and then it got messed up. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Happy Mother's Day for us over here.
Happy
I know
Mother's
it was
Day.
yesterday for you guys over there. I saw your post, and of course, felt bad, but.
I saw Ryan's post. Ryan's, your mom's so hot.
I saw Ryan. I saw your post, right? And you look just like your mom.
Yeah.
Really? I don't see
People always say
it.
that.
Moly, you look just like your mom. It's you guys are like.
Damn, I want to see. Wait.
Well, I'm fixing my audio here. Yeah, you guys look so super alike.
Yeah. People always say that. And
You
get that
I think
a
it was a
lot.
compliment. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Doesn't sound like it.
What do you mean?
No, yeah, I know.
Who do you look like, Mo? Your mom or your dad?
Probably my dad more, and my siblings kind of look more like my mom. I don't look Indian, and obviously, as you guys know, my mom is Indian, so I tend to look a bit more Pinoy and I guess closer to my dad's features. And my siblings would look, you can see a little bit more of the Indian look in them.
Okay. Noted.
Yeah. I probably would have liked that, para medyo mas may tisoy ang dating. But I think, I guess back, I don't know, maybe back in the day, you get made fun of it as a kid, and then when you grow up, you long for it. It's kind of like the name, I have a very Indian name, which is Mohan. Growing up, you hate it because no one else has it, and it's so very kind of foreign, and, you feel jungle. And then when you get older, it's like, oh, yeah, no, I like it.
It's a good name. Do you have a second name?
No.
Do you have a second name?
No, I don't. We were, my parents aren't rich enough to do that. That's a rich people thing.
What? Ryan, do you have a second name?
I do. It's Anthony.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's rich people stuff.
Ryan is a rich boy.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, right? You don't really go out to, you don't walk the streets of Tondo and you go, what's your middle name? What's your second name? It's Bokyo Anthony.
Parang konti lang kilala ko walang second name. Promise.
Because you're from Alabang.
Ikaw ba? Do you know a lot of people with just one name?
Yeah, I mean, growing up, yes. But again, I didn't grow up poor. I don't want to sit here and think like we're from the streets or anything, but my parents were very poor growing up. So it's still kind of in them. In fact, I was just kind of thinking about it yesterday that even the way my mom still eats when she has dinner, or for example, if she orders something, it's like, it's just, the selection. You sit there and you're like,
What's the
that's right.
selection?
Look at my mom. Just the vegetable selections are just the lowest quality of stuff, and the fish selection is always the lowest quality stuff. Like, she's never had raw wagyu in her life. She probably doesn't even know what that means. Like, if you go, Mom, wagyu, bakit wagyu? You like it's a word. She doesn't know any of that stuff.
That's cute.
And my mom is wealthy. I mean, like, really hit it big in life. I mean, just honestly could just bought any house she wanted, but growing up so poor, you just it's
Never shook it off.
Yeah, you never get rid of that stink, and she doesn't really think of it as a stink. That's why, and since she, there's a lot of, I think, poor people that become rich that want to forget that past and that reality so much that they overdo it, and they overdo like the rich stuff, and even then they're out of place. I'm sure you have.
That's why they're my new rich.
Invited to your house. Yeah, the new rich. You've seen them like, yeah, I'm doing it. Because they're overdoing it and they're ashamed of it. Speaking of my mom, she's never that. You okay? Are you all right? You look like you're having a seizure.
Having a seizure?
I sneezed 4 times. I'm back.
You
Left it on, yeah.
Poor people go,
Violent sneezing. I think that's charming though, because you talk about it like it's a bad
I love
thing.
it because it humbles her.
Yeah, I love
A
it.
part of me feels like she's missing out. Like, I wish she had nicer things She's never had a designer bag. She's never had anything, like anything. And she never really just shook that part of her. And it was always the thing where, when you're poor and then you go out and you and we can bring this up a little bit later with this new slogan that Paul Soriano has brought up, which is a terrible slogan. It's that thing, when you go abroad and you work so hard and then you pay the tuition of all your siblings and you never really kind of make it until they're all done.
Yeah.
And finally, when all your siblings are done and then your parents are not starving, you're like, okay, fine. Bibili na akong bahay para sa sarili ko.
Finally.
And it's decades of hard work abroad that go by for you before you can do that. That was her life.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
But despite that, she's still...
incredibly
quite
successful
huge.
eventually. And we never struggled ever, not one day in our lives. So I can't sit here pretend to even understand what it is, but from stories and just looking at her, because obviously she'll tell the story, but then you can also see it in the way she walks and talks and eats and purchases things and all of that. Just she'll never shake it.
Does she think you guys are excessive?
No, I don't think she thinks we're excessive, even though we clearly are. It's, I don't know. No, she doesn't think we're excessive. She should. Yeah. I mean, we don't have a goddamn elevator in our house, then, but...
That's for my papa.
Had one.
Yes,
Even if we had
him.
one, she probably wouldn't think that's excessive.
That's for him. It's not for me.
All we have to do is they didn't have this in 1944, Mom. That's why you don't think it. Just kind of make her feel old. She doesn't have to kind of overthink it. Anyway, enough of my life. Welcome to the show, everybody. It is a Monday morning, the 15th of May, payday for everybody except us. 863-1089. That's our phone number if you want to call us.
Must be nice, no, Ryan?
Must be nice. No. Speaking of 86310. What's our phone number? 86310-899. If you want to call us, get yourself on the show. And we will be here to hopefully, represent ourselves well and
try our best.
Try our best. And I hope you guys have an entertaining time. Let's take a break. When we come back, there are a couple of things I really do want to talk about, honestly, this morning that tickled my fancy over the weekend.
Ooh.
One of them.
Aside from the Paul Soriano slogan, what else?
Lots of things happened over the weekend.
I don't know when this came out. I don't know if the slogan's been around for a year and I only just kind of stumbled across it now, or it's been in the news recently because it came out recently. When did this come out?
I only saw it because you tweeted about it. And then I heard it during Miss Universe Philippines. So
okay, maybe that's
really
why. Maybe that's why I ended up seeing it, because it was in the pageant. But the slogan is, "We give the world our best," and I could not have thought of a worse, more insensitive, tone deaf, and stupid slogan. I honestly, that anybody could think of. It really does have to come from a place, and I'm not this woke, because I'm going to talk about something again, the overly woke thing that really pisses me off. But I'm not trying to be, but in this case, but this is about as offensive of I was about to say the F word slogan as I've ever come across, honestly. And it really does come from the mind of someone privileged, spoiled, rotten,
super privileged,
and out of touch of what it means to be in that situation. So who made this? Is this Paul Soriano who made this?
I wouldn't be surprised, but feeling ko hindi. Feeling ko it was like alam mo yun?
Well, whoever it was, I hope they get effed by large horses. Or something
Sounds
that
like
has
a good
big
time.
Any animal has a large, gigantic penis. I hope they get effed by that.
How about the Slater Young thing? Did you see that?
I saw that. I'm fine with that.
You're fine with that?
Oh, I'm super fine with that. Yeah, all day. Fantasize, because you guys fantasize about men too, so don't even pretend.
It's not the fantasizing that is annoying the people. It's the...
Oh, because he has a girlfriend?
No, he is actually married with 2 children.
Whatever. Yeah.
Anyway, okay, let's take that break. Yeah?
Yeah, Presidential Advisor of Creative Communications, Paul Soriano, asshole, on Saturday, May 13th, which is just the other day, defended the We Give Our World the Best campaign branding that has stirred controversy, clarifying that it's not solely a tourism campaign, but intended to honor overseas Filipinos. That's the thing. It's not even about the tourism part. It's the honoring the overseas worker part that is what is incredibly offensive. And it's not even how, maybe we might as well just talk about it now.
Sige.
It's not even about
the break.
brain drain. It's not the brain drain part, because I know initially you guys will go there, brain drain. Because brain drain's been a problem for decades. Decades. It's been a problem since I was in school. I was writing papers in school about the effects of brain drain. We know it. We've heard about it 1,000 times. We give the world the best, I think is the title.
Is it
we
the
give
or
our
our?
world the best? I forget, what is it? I don't even know what it is exactly. Either way, it's still stupid.
Give the world our best.
And I've said this 100,000 times on this show, on my podcast. It's not about brain drain. It's not entirely about brain drain. And what is brain drain? It's taking our top minds and all of that stuff, and instead of them working locally and giving their skills and talent and intelligence to us, they will go abroad because the salaries are better. I'm talking about it's breaking up families. It's when Mother's Day, your mom has to go to the Middle East and work there so you guys can make it, because the same politicians that this piece of shit here works for are the ones stealing from the people. Hence, they have no choice but to go abroad.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing.
Because it sucks here.
That's the part that's so offensive about this campaign, is the fact that I would say the great majority of overseas workers, the great majority, don't want to go overseas and leave their families. And they do it because of what we talked about earlier, things like poverty.
Yeah.
Things like,
Like it's not
where
really
we really have to be that. We really don't have to be this poor, honestly. We really don't. I mean, I know that there are poor countries out there, and not every country is going to be a first world power. And maybe we're never destined to be a first world power, even if we played everything correct. We don't have the resources. We don't have whatever it may take to get there. Fine. But we should not be this poor. Nowhere near this poor. And it's mother effers like this guy and who they work for who are trying to glorify we give the world our best. No, mother F. You're breaking up families and you're taking them apart and you're pulling them apart, and they get left behind because there's no other thing. There's nothing else they can do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we do give the world our best, right? But we shouldn't. That shouldn't be the case.
No. We're okay, listen, when we say we're giving the world our best, we're not giving the world our best. We're giving them us. The best, the shit, the middle, all of it. And maybe some of the best stay. Sorry, I know we got calls. 863-138. I'll shut up for a second. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Morning.
Hey, morning. Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, who's this? Hello.
Pretty heated topic for like early morning.
Yeah, well, that's what we do. Give our best in the morning.
To the world. Morning, sir. What's your name? Joseph?
What's your name, sir?
Yeah, well, something to add to what you guys said in terms of like corruption here and everything.
Hold on. Are you on speakerphone, sir? We can't understand you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hello.
It's okay.
Yeah,
there you go.
Just like brain drain has been for decades, so is that. I'm pushing my 30th year here now on radio soon. I've been saying it for 30.
Go ahead, sir.
The phone
Why not?
on speaker.
Well, yeah, adding to what you guys were talking about in terms of like people going out of the country just to make a living and everything. You know, what's funny here is we actually get a lot of foreign nationals who come to our country because they see it as a land of opportunity. You know, that's pretty weird in itself because
Totoo.
see a lot of Koreans trying to migrate here and then setting up shop and whatnot. And then,
I don't think it's a land of opportunity thing, to be honest. Obviously, expats are everywhere. That's just because the global economy is geared towards that, right? Opening business in different countries and working for multinationals and all that. That's where you get the expats. But when you say a lot of them are, that's because you probably frequent areas where you see a lot of them. The others that actually come here to settle down and stuff, that's really not a land of opportunity, but you look for a land of don't call it exploitation, but you
in a
country's
way.
so poor
Yeah.
that my money is so much more here.
Yep,
And
it's
again,
that.
it just adds to the problems, right? I'm gonna come over here because where I am otherwise paycheck to paycheck of a life, I can go there. And what you hear all the time, live like a king. Why? Because my foreign currency dictates that I do so. So it's not really, I wouldn't say opportunity, because they don't go there to make money, or they don't come here to make more money. They come here because it's cheaper.
True.
And they can have a bigger house, and they can have mates, and they can, do what would have more fun with the little that they have and the little that it means in other countries.
That's
No,
true.
but what I mean is, if you take a look at it, I mean, not bashing on any nationals or what have you, but take a look at some of the Koreans here. I mean, like 15 years ago, you wouldn't see a lot of Korean shops selling, just like what you guys see right now. I mean, you
Right, because
see,
50 years ago, the currency, their currency wasn't as powerful. I mean, what was the dollar exchange rate 50 years ago?
15.
20,
He says 15.
20 to 1, 15 to 1, 10 to 1.
no,
not
15
dollar, but
years
like,
ago.
I mean, Koreans. I mean, Korean won was like, I mean, you can see the exchange rate for Korean won was like, it's still low right now. But what I mean is, they're able to see opportunity here. What my point here is we still actually have a lot of opportunities here, but the problem is the system here sucks big time. I mean, I just found out yesterday because I had a gown made for my daughter in Bulacan, and then we got a seamstress online, and then we paid only like $4 or $5, and then she mentioned that during the time of COVID, she was earning more because of politicians exploiting the making of PPEs over there. I mean, their overhead. She mentioned that the overhead of one PPE set for them was like 75 pesos. And then she, these assholes, politicians, telling us that they're trying to sell it for 700 because their overhead or it's expensive to manufacture PPEs here. And then I found out yesterday that like the overhead for like one set of PPEs there was like 75 pesos.
Yeah, I think a lot of us well versed on the PPE scam that went on
Slash face
during
shield.
the COVID time,
Yes.
where people were making hand over fist millions of pesos. We've
Crazy.
heard about it. We've talked to people involved in it. I've spoken to people involved in it. The numbers at least I was hearing were in the hundreds of millions weekly.
Yeah.
That people were making, right? So, but again, that's in the past. But we are speaking generally that the system is a terrible system. I agree with you. And because it is, we have to resort, many of our own people have to resort to leaving their families behind so they can celebrate Mother's Day in another country, and just grow up without parents, essentially. Our very own kids are growing up without parents. So to come up with, if we just go back, instead of the PPE thing, if we just go back to this atrocious slogan, which is we give our world the best, as if exporting labor is some sort of place of pride, when it's not. It's
Actually like a humiliating slap for everybody here because we guys experience we're getting like the leftovers, unfortunately.
That's the brain drain part, and I understand. Okay, listen. Thanks for the call. Have a good day.
Thank you.
That's the brain drain part, which is a problem. Yes, that is a problem. I don't give an F as much about that though. I'm talking about families.
Yeah.
Families. Fine. I don't care if we get the scraps. If the best leave, fine. But we can't have our biggest export or to be known for having a large overseas population, because a lot of these people have families. And they do it out of desperation. And guess what? They come home. They come home so often when they retire. Why? Because that's where they always wanted to be.
Yeah. It's sad. Do you think the people who made this slogan, they're like, okay, we know that this is a bad thing, but how do we make it more mabango? Or are they just super out of touch?
I just think pieces of shit like Paul Soriano is just out of touch. It's really embarrassing. And whatever. I mean, mother effer doesn't know anything. Screw him. If you see him, double middle finger. Anybody sees him in the next coming days, weeks, I don't care. If you see him, just double middle finger him for me.
Move sent me.
Yeah, so it says here that they were trying to time it in time for King Charles's coronation.
Okay.
Who gives a F about Craig? Bag of pubes.
Exactly.
Let's take a call. Hello.
Hello.
King Charles?
Good morning.
I'll turn off my radio.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. Okay, what's up?
Kahit balik-balik ta rin mo yung mga opportunities ng foreigners, they came here for cheap labor eh.
Exactly.
Easier
Cheap
life.
labor, bigger house.
Diba?
Mango.
Parang, for example, may sumasahod ng isang IT sa isang bansa. For example, US, they can give that to a Filipino worker here for only $300. Parang nakakalungkot.
I don't blame them though. I don't blame them. Let's not. We're not hating on the expats. We're not hating on the ones that come in. I get it. It's practical. It's really a good idea for them. No worries there. Korean, British, American. I don't care. Australia, whatever. You come to the country. I get it. I see why. Because it's relatively safe. You get a high quality of life for what you have. It exchanges well. It translates well. Very. You have an English literate population, so it's easy to acclimate to life. There's a lot of pluses to come in, but that's not my point.
Yeah, tapos,
I don't care about the people here. I'm talking about ours that have to go away. Like, if we can stay on topic. Ours having to go away is a tragedy. And this stupid slogan is supposed to kind of like highlight the good in it.
Yeah, and parang nagtatrabaho lang sila for an OFW for 20 years just to maximize the time for 10 years only of their time with their family after being an OFW. Grabe din talaga kasi sobrang parang tapos they're encouraging OFWs to come home. But I'm not sure. Parang may nabasa akong article na they're encouraging to come home para daw makatulong sa bansa. Unfortunately, paano? Ang hirap eh. Kasi parang dito, the politicians itself, they're taking over any types of business. Kahit mga SMEs, they're planning to do, parang they will tax you another tax and another tax and another tax. Tapos, alam mo, it's too much na din talaga for...
The more they tax, the more they can steal.
Yeah. So, yun lang yung ko. Kaya, I don't know. It's nakakaawa lang talaga tong bansa natin. I'm not sure how can we move forward if they're the only ones maximizing the profit. So,
true. Hate it here.
Thanks for the call. That's how
depressing.
Noise was that? 1-889. Am I too angry?
No, tama lang. Hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Magic.
Yes, hi.
Hindi pa rin ba yung topic, yung slogan
No, it changed now. We're now talking about it.
No, it's the same.
Dapat sinabi niya na lang, hiwa-hiwalay para mabuhay.
What are you listening to in the background?
Sorry, sir.
Na-conscious tuloy. Ano hiwa-hiwalay?
Yes, hello.
Ano ulit? Hiwa-hiwalay?
Para mabuhay.
What does that mean?
Parang nag-hiwa-hiwalay kayo para mabuhay.
The families.
Yeah, the family. Parang
No, that's a better campaign.
It's more accurate.
More transparent, yeah.
Thank you. Ingat. Hiwa-hiwalay para mabuhay. But that on a shirt
just for
sponsor
enough
yan.
money. Something like that. You really just kind of come up with... Yeah, we should do that. We should come up with a better...
Oh, we should.
campaign.
Hello?
good morning, guys.
Hi. Good morning.
Yeah, Jerome here.
What's up, Jerome?
Talking about the slogan, for me, it has two meanings.
Okay.
Yeah, the first, yung, diba, we give yung parang export our laborers here. We give the best laborers here para ibang tao yung makinabang. Yung mga tipong, just last year, I lost one of the best engineers who went to Taiwan kasi because of the money. Iba kasi yung ×4 yung sweldo. Wow. Tapos talking about mga basketball players natin like Renz Abando who earn a lot of money para lang makapaglaro sa...
Tapos hinaharang pa no? Hinaharang pa.
Hinaharang pa. Tapos may mga politika pa. last si Robert Bolick, I think just yesterday
Yes.
or the other day. Parang one of our best players, tapos ibang bansa pa makakapaglaro and give it opportunity. So sayang lang. Tapos pagkarating ng mga PBA players doon, bopos naman yung laro pagdating sa International League. So sayang
Oh.
talaga. Diba? Parang
Daming shots pinire na doon.
no. Tapos yung I think the other meaning for me,
Honestly, listen, Ryan and Tin probably agree with you. I don't really give a shit. Still basketball players.
I don't know, like when it comes to sports,
We suck, all right? First of all, we suck, okay? We do not compete. We're not going to compete. We are going to... As the competition rises internationally, the performance of our players from what you think they do compared to what they really are, there's a reality that starts sinking in, okay? So let's kind of relax.
Tama siya. I mean, so many players, the best, of course. Players have been playing in leagues in Korea, Japan, Taiwan.
They should, though.
They're all
They
there.
should.
Yeah, I agree.
They should aspire
100%.
for the best competition.
I agree.
Who's going to be the number one pick in the NBA draft this year? By far, anybody who thinks otherwise, it is going to be the French guy, Wembanyama or whatever. He's French. He's going to play in America because he's going to look for the highest level of competition and make the most amount of money. We see that in all global sports, in any sport. You go, if you want to take football, yung soccer football, the best players, Brazilian, whatever, they'll play in, I don't know, somewhere in freaking, Italy.
yeah, even our best teams here in the PBA, remember TNT and SMB when they went to Hong Kong and they had this league.
Yeah.
Wala, kulela tayo. Tambak din tayo with those imports pa, di ba? Doon yung mga imports natin,
Local
wala.
basketball fan.
Wala, sayang.
No, you know
sayang
what? No, Mo, people are angry now because it's the SEA Games, right? And we always win that.
Yeah.
And we lost to Cambodia like a couple of months ago.
We
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
The Cambodia, right?
Pretty
It was-
badly.
and I know MVP was pissed too, right?
Yes, he was.
Grabe
Cambodia,
naman si
but
Cambodia.
puro Americans
Parang
na.
team USA naman ngayon. So, sayang lang.
Yeah. But still, we could have prepared better. We knew the lineup they were going to send in, right? We knew.
Yeah, pero yung mga pinadala natin, medyo hindi naman best of the best for us. So, sayang lang din.
Also, we didn't give the world our best.
Look at you.
I think yung other meaning for me, yung sa about tourism naman, we give the world our best in regards to tourism, di ba? Kung yun yung best part naman doon, if you want to go here, we'll be giving you the best, like you go to Palawan, Boracay, or Siargao, di ba? We give the foreigners the best. We share what we have. Tingin ko yun yung good part about that slogan.
Yeah.
that's not what they mean though at all. The
that's not
picture is
how-
literally a nurse.
It was really
from the Philippines.
OFWs. Yeah, that was.
Ayun yung, I think, double meaning for it.
By the way,
That's it,
we
guys.
don't need to really. We don't really need a strong tourism campaign. I mean, we just have to look, guys. That's what our water looks like. Can you
Our
find
sand.
where else in the world? No. All right, F off if you don't want to come here. Honestly, we can be
That's
snobs about it.
Thank you, thank you.
If I talk
Good
about more
morning.
basketball, I'm going to lose my mind.
Bye.
What you know? What's great about if I were a tourist campaign, I would just be a snob about it because we don't need it. We really don't.
I really liked it's more fun in the Philippines. Didn't you like that? That was cute. It wasn't accurate, but it was catchy.
Just meh about it. My thing is that we don't even have to have a tourism campaign if it were safe on our beaches. We have plenty of organic Instagram people that just go out there and showcase. We have the best beaches, period. Cannot be touched. Cannot. Okay, that's the way it is. And if you want to come here, that's on you. I don't want to lure you in here. If you want the best, you know where to find us. That's my slogan.
We can't be that mayabang because we need them. We need them to come here.
Yeah, but we also
They will.
don't.
They will.
Yeah, they're going to come here, and I'd rather be under the radar because they're going to come anyway, than them coming here and ruining our shit.
Yeah. And like I guess going back to brain drain, for me that's like one of the most heartbreaking things because we were literally born in paradise, right? Like the most beautiful beaches, and now we have to leave just because the government's corrupt because it's harder here.
Yeah, and
we have to leave
stop
paradise.
That crap hole of an area.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
Yeah, on the topic,
Yes.
Yes.
I
No,
think
it's not.
tourism is very good here, especially those international vloggers that's been showcasing our country. So But the thing is, I think that internally, especially when you go to the airport compared to other airports, I think, of course, when you go in a country, that's the first thing that you will arrive in the airport. But if it starts there, that's where chaos is there. I'm quite sure when you get out, it's more chaotic than the airport.
Yeah.
So I think it's really an internal problem that's hindering our country. I don't know, in terms of tourism.
This is a good topic, and maybe for another time, or now, or whatever. But do we really want more tourists? Do we really want more tourists? Honestly.
Yeah, in my personal opinion, I think we should, try to fix everything internally first before,
Yes.
asking
Yeah,
people
I'm with
to
you.
come here.
I'm with you because I have a feeling all this tourism that we get still doesn't come to us. I mean, the common person, when I say us, okay,
Yeah.
obviously I'm not there and all that stuff, but yung common tao, they don't benefit from this amazing
That's
tourism.
true.
Someone else is benefiting from
That
it.
is true.
And so do we really want more?
And that someone else is already super filthy, grossly rich.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so I want to say at this point, I don't really care our airport sucks.
If you don't use it, we use it. We want it to be better.
Yeah, and can I just add
Selfishly.
one more thing, right?
Yes, of course.
Like people going out of the country just to look for a greener pasture. I'm a professional, but it's very, very hard to earn money here. Like I get to work seven times in a week just to get by, and it's still not enough.
What do you do, sir? What industry are you in?
What do you do?
What do you do?
I'm a doctor, sir.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Yeah, but I have a lot of bills to pay, and then even the patients are, that's where the problem is, because patients cannot afford these medical treatments anymore because of just financially short.
Guys, kung hirap na yung mga doktor,
Why haven't you?
paano
old
pa
are
tayo
you?
lahat?
How old are you, Doc?
Sorry,
How old are you?
I'm 30 plus. I'm 33.
Okay, early 30s. I mean, do you have a family and all that stuff already?
No, I cannot. I've always been saying that I have to survive first before I can start a family. If I cannot, provide something for myself first, I cannot start a family. It's just that easy.
Okay, it's time to leave, Doc. And I know you're probably trying, but it's time to go. Okay, you
Yeah,
gotta,
thank you,
you
thank
gotta.
you.
If you have no family, you're a doctor, and you're struggling, you're wasting out on an opportunity to
Live a good life, man.
live a really
Yeah, but
good life. You're wasting time.
sometimes it's more of a passion that you see these patients that need help.
It's a good
From-
guy.
from-
Yeah.
I'll show you the passion of spending and making money. It's a lot more. It's
pretty fun, Doc.
So yeah, time to leave, sir. Let's go.
What's your specialization?
I'm an ENT.
ENT.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Perfect. There's a lot of people with allergies and are all around the world. Let's go.
Yeah.
Time to get out.
Yeah, thank you.
Wasting time. All right.
Thank you, Doc. Be
Thank you, thank you.
safe. Good luck.
This is a brain drain thing. So this would be a brain drain problem. No family, in his 30s, just
Yeah.
struggling.
And he wants to help. He wants to help people,
Yeah.
but it's not profitable.
Your job by default helps people. And we're all one human race. Go away.
He's been a doctor for quite a few years now. And if you're a doctor and you're hirap pa rin, how about the other people, right?
Yeah.
Depressing.
Time to go, Doc.
Brain drain.
Yeah.
Brain drain that baby.
But I remember during the
all the
pandemic,
best.
we were missing, or we didn't have enough nurses. Isn't that crazy? We have we asked for millions of nurses, man.
For Nurse City.
Nurse City.
Pilipinas. Kurang sa mangga.
We're if we had an NBA team, we would be like the Philippine nurses. Honestly,
Totoo.
that's our thing.
Yeah. Did you see that? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna try to find it. But there was this graphic going around on Instagram. The dream jobs of people from different countries. Ours was, I can't remember if it was journalist or teacher. And most around the world, the dream jobs of kids, teacher.
Yeah, they're children though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it.
Yeah.
Puro
And would have been
teacher,
like WWE wrestler. So
pilot. Tas ang dami na din na, I can't remember which country it was, influencer, YouTuber.
Yeah, but I mean, the teacher is the number one answer for kids because that's the people they look up to every day outside of their parents.
Let me check if it's kids, ha? Baka hindi
so
kids.
that kind of makes sense, but it fades very quickly as you get older.
This is true. When you find out how much
Yeah, when you
teachers
start finding,
get sad.
nope. Out. Anyway, again, this is the we'll take a commercial break here, but the point of all of this is, if this happens to be Paul Soriano's work, and I think it is,
Yeah.
at least
It's the work of his office for sure.
creative communications secretary. Well, let's creatively communicate with Paul by giving the biggest middle finger and hope that he gets impaled by the world's largest animal penises we can come up with.
You know, he'll just laugh at you because he's filthy rich.
I don't give
Hey, wait, okay.
stupid hat.
I have the list here in front of me. Matutuwa tayo. Top 20 dream jobs.
Ugly. Sorry, you were saying what?
Top 20 dream jobs around the world. DJ is number 11.
If you only know.
Wag.
Wag, wag.
Don't.
We're higher than doctors.
Siyempre, walang na kailangan mag-school. Kailangan mag-aaral.
It's kind of crazy.
Diba?
Ano lang. Okay, let's take that break. We should have taken an hour ago.
It's okay. Look at his face. Look at his face.
They're expecting. Did you see?
I think it's gonna be. It's ugly.
No. Okay. Break. Cue it. Say it.
Back after. Sorry, don't go away. Don't go abroad. Back after this.
Thank you.
Excuses for cutting this. Good Times is live.
Am I on the air?
Han, bili lang akong beer.
Yung B&B, Colt 45 at Tiger Black Strong Beer na may black tansa na. Collect lang tayo ng collect kasi may ABI rewards.
Okay, sige.
Isa-scan lang yung QR at i-input yung codes.
Uy,
May sure points na pang-redeem ng GCash, Maya, Globe, Smart, Lazada, Sea-Oil at gift vouchers. May 100K pa sa raffle!
Drink, collect, and win sa ABI Rewards.
promo runs from February 17, 2023 to January 31, 2024. Per DOH FDA CFR, permit number 1492, series of 2022. Drink responsibly.
Be bold and go big. Don't delay. Switch now to a bigger screen TV. Buy Hisense Big Screen TV and get a soundbar for free. Terms and conditions apply. Promo available from January 20 to June 30, 2023. Per DTI Fair Trade Permit number FTEB 159267, series of 2023.
Big is in. Don't delay and switch now to a Hisense Big Screen TV.
Back classes na walang break.
Pagod to! Na yan. Fill up quick with Vitamilk. Protein-rich and oh soy delicious.
Yes! A+!
Feels good talaga. Vitamilk. Soy fruity and soy delicious. Vitamilk strawberry and banana.
With ordinary soul, I use Rexona every day. With regular use,
Up to 72 hours sweat protection. Several on yan. Rexona!
with ice cool freshness.
And brightening with regular use.
This summer, experience escapes at Newport World Resort. Have a different kind of getaway after sundown at our trendy spots, cocktail joints, music bars, and more. Chill with some drinks and late night eats. Reward yourself with a perfect stayscape in our finest hotels. Elevate your evenings and party till dawn. Escape into a place where thrill never ends. Only at Newport World Resort. You know you want to. Visit newportworldresorts.com/escapes to know more.
It's here. The sun is shining brighter and the heat never felt so good.
It's summer.
More like butter.
Just like the good old days, only better, safer, and hot with the voice of summer. Magic 89.9. Good Times is on the air. Mo, Susie, Dora, and Ryan. Great mood.
There's no way. I'm already still burning. So hold me close. Now, baby, I do what I'm told. Still learning to take my chances, to take my time, to keep on
walk that line, yeah. You got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing. You're my lucky strike. Love the way you ride. Look into my eyes, say you're ready to go. $1,000,000 life, we could roll the dice. Act like you're surprised, but you already know. Oh yeah, got lucky overnight. Jackpot when I got the invite. Let me wrap my arms around you, 'cause I can't go home without you. And my heart just vibe with you, babe. Wanna go sky high with you, babe. Gotta bring you close to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. Cooler than cold, I'm all in. So load up the dice, so heavy. The way that you roll, I'm falling. So I never fall, I'm ready to take my chances, to take my time, to keep on dancing, to walk that line, yeah. You got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing. You're my lucky strike. Love the way you ride. Look into my eyes, say you're ready to go. $1,000,000 life, we could roll the dice. Act like you surprised, but you already know. You're my lucky strike, and I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike.
I know that you think it's so important to convince everyone else that you're not boring, but it's making me feel like my skin is crawling. I keep pouring out my empathy to someone I don't even see eye to eye with. I don't mind if you don't have it all together. Yeah, I get it, we're all human, but I give you an inch and you take miles. It's tragic, ruining my sanity with tales of animosity. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy, lose my mind, and I swear I might die if I cared more. But you're not worth the time. You never put me up front, 'cause it's your spotlight. I'm in the backseat of my own car. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy one more night. Climbing up somebody else's ladder just to make yourself feel just a little bigger. I don't know if I've seen anything that's sadder. It's so hard to comprehend how you don't even understand. Stepping on me without even trying. Never seen somebody get so good at lying. It's impressive you don't spend all your time crying over all the ways you let me down. So many I could drown, but I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy, lose my mind, and I swear I might die if I cared more. But you're not worth the time. You never put me up front, 'cause it's your spotlight. I'm in the backseat of my own car. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy one more night. Typical emotional, sensitive and cynical. Took my sanity and sent it up the wall. Typical emotional, it's so unoriginal. I gave you the best and you just took it all. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy, lose my mind, and I swear I might die if I cared more. But you're not worth the time. You never put me up front, 'cause it's your spotlight. I'm in the backseat of my own car. I'd rather cry than
89.9. Miley Cyrus, 8:38. Welcome back to the show.
Yes. Were we going to talk about something? We were going to talk about something, were we?
Which one? We're done with Paul Soriano.
I'm never done with that asshole. Right now. The Slater Young thing. So, okay. What did he say exactly, and why is everybody losing their minds about this guy who said something about fantasizing about other women?
Let me try to find it. Okay, here.
Yeah, so for context, him and his wife, they have like a podcast, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And they talk about love.
It's like the number one podcast in the country.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the article on Rappler. Wait lang ah. May nakalagay ba dito? Trigger warning. This story contains themes of sexual harassment. Wait lang ah, I'm trying to find. The controversial comments were made in response to a letter sent to the couple by someone who was worried about her boyfriend, admitting to fantasizing about other women and having group chats with his friends about it. Slater defended the boyfriend, saying he was honest about the matter. Sabi niya, it's just a matter of fact that there are many other women more attractive than you or just as attractive as you. Those group chats that send photos of girls fantasizing about it, it's normal. Syempre, as part of the group, sakyan mo lang. Wala naman, hindi mo naman gusto talaga.
Yeah. So what was that part again about being more attractive than, like the girls that he's fantasizing are more attractive than his wife, okay. So it makes it okay? Is that what he's saying?
It's just a matter of fact that there are many other women more attractive than you or just as attractive as you. But he was talking to the letter sender. He wasn't talking to his wife.
Okay, got it. And so where's the pushback here? Why is everybody losing their minds?
Parang it's not about. People are saying it's okay to fantasize in private, like sige, do it in your own head, but to normalize men feasting over these, pictures of women, half-naked women in their group chats. That's where people draw the line.
Isn't it private though? They're in their group chats. It's private. There's an element of privacy there. You don't just introduce yourself into random group chats. If we have a group chat, we fantasize about boys and girls on our group chat all the time, and
but it's usually
it's
tasteful pa rin. Hindi tayo yung alam mo yun. And I can imagine that there are group chats out there that are alam mo yun. We're not like that. Yeah, usually we laugh at people. That's our...
Like, come on, I don't know, man. I think we're starting to get a little too. No, not starting to. We are way past realistic expectations of what a chat room is how they're supposed to behave. How people, both guys and girls. Okay. Yeah. When the Magic Mike movie comes out, you guys are, oh, Magic Mike, new Magic Mike. Oh, you guys, come on. 2 as well.
But it's a movie.
It's the same freaking thing.
They're still people. They're still like actors.
Yes,
they're still
different. It's different than you guys know it. This is another thing that people were getting angry about. See, Chris Uy naman, the wife, in the same episode said, I think you should use that time and energy instead to maybe, not the right word to say, but make yourself more attractive in that sense.
So why is it even about attractiveness? Like, that's what's... Like, I get the bulk of it. I mean, to be realistic, it's... Yeah, people are hot, and if they're hot, you're going to stare at them, and you're going to take pictures, and you're going to like photos, you're going to masturbate to them, you're going to... Like, there's all that stuff to it. We get it. But that's... It's done in private. It's like me pulling my dick out in public when I see a nice photo of some girl versus me pulling it out in my bathroom. I'm still pulling it out. Just nowhere to do it. And if you're gonna fantasize publicly like crazy, fine. Maybe you're gonna get some pushback. But in a private chat room,
okay. Here's the difference between Magic Mike and guys sending pictures of girls in their group chats. Those Magic Mike actors, there was consent there. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I know that people are gonna watch me. People are gonna pay to watch me, and I know that, and I'm getting paid because people are paying to watch me. But then these girls that people send in the group chats, there is no consent there, right? So there is a big difference.
I don't know. If it comes from, I don't know, Ryan, if a super hot girl is twerking on Instagram and her thing isn't on private, And then I like get that clip. I rip that clip. I'm like, God, it's still so hot. And I kind of post it to a group chat with my friends. I mean, how am I supposed to get consent from her?
Yeah, and
That's not
I mean,
her
like, there's a
problem.
send feature on Instagram, right? Don't you like? I mean, as a social media person, don't you? Isn't that engagement?
Ryan, really? Do you really think this?
Ryan, I thought you and I were on the same side, but then you just kind of fell off the side.
Damn, Ryan, what happened to you? I'm so disappointed.
No, the example is twerking, and right? Don't you want that to go viral?
I mean, you're thinking of it in the mind of a person who just came from a conference in Dubai about social media or kind of selling your content. Yeah, yes. The answer to your question is yes, but I'm just saying in the context of if you're posting stuff and this might be a little old school, so forgive me, but if you're posting stuff that we all know collectively, including the person doing it, that it is somewhat sexual in nature, and you are a unprivate account, there is some kind of reality where you go, guys are gonna rub their dicks on this photo. I mean, that's realistic, yes?
But does that make it right and acceptable? And should we normalize that behavior?
Aren't you kind of, what's the term? You know,
your wife is beautiful.
Steak,
how would you feel if you found out that there are group chats out there salivating over her body? Would you be okay with that?
But see, I understand that would be true. I understand that would be realistic if she would post photos of her.
Even just being normal her. Ang ganda ni Chopper, oh. Pag-aanin ko mamaya, oh.
As a masturbation aficionado, we don't jack off the bench to steal photos anymore. This is not 1980s.
That's you. I mean, you don't know what goes on in these. There's so many maniacs out there. Let's just say it happens.
I do not know what's going on. I do not know. Because why? They do it in their small private circles. They did it in front of my face.
Okay.
If they did it in front of my face, maybe I would feel slightly different.
It's enough. Women are already coming up and saying, this is not okay. Should that not tell you that, okay, you know what? They have a point.
Does his wife say it was not okay?
That's why not people are getting angry at her. Nah, why are you're a woman? Why aren't you supporting other women?
No. I'm just saying because don't you think that as a team, these two here, that he will take some cues of what's acceptable and unacceptable from his wife?
Yeah. It's their relationship.
Oh. But it's not just the two of them that we're talking about here. It's not the women that they are, Slater and his friends are talking about in their group chats. That's why people are saying, how would you...
if we nitpick everything. Sorry, I'm cutting you off. Go ahead. Sorry.
Parang people are asking him, how would you feel if biglang your friends from that group chat sent pictures of your wife? Like, would that be okay with you?
So that's different because he's in the chat, right?
Or even chats with na wala siya dun. Finding out na, okay, there are men out there fantasizing about my wife in a kadiri way. Okay lang yun sa kanya?
He knows that, right?
Here's the problem with you, okay? You're doing this thing like, hey Mo, how do you feel if Chopper, there's chat rooms out there with guys, do this maniacis thing, and I would sit there and go, yeah, I get it. No, I get it, and I don't feel angry because I get it.
Damn, but there's something wrong with you.
No, okay,
yeah.
Come on, how much you like? This is one of the best NSYNC songs.
I wouldn't go that far.
You ever look at the lyrics and see how kind of toxic masculinity it is?
No, that came out when we were young. We never looked at lyrics or understood them.
You want to sing a little bit? Every little thing I do never seems enough for you. You don't want to lose it again. But I'm not like... Baby, when you finally get to love somebody, guess what? It's going to be me.
Oh.
You've got no choice, babe.
But
you're just too blind to see, but in the end, you know it's gonna be me.
Oh, nga, no.
Even if
See,
you
I
don't
never
like
even.
me, I'm gonna enforce myself on you because every little thing. You always say no to, but it doesn't matter because I'm stalking you, and that will be your
It is
boyfriend,
super.
even if you don't want me to. Guess what?
It is very creepy.
We listen to this shit, we're like, yeah, this is a banger.
It is a banger.
But so many things that we enjoyed in the past. When you look back at
away
it,
with it. Oh my God, goddammit. We all of us were singing the song this month because it's gonna be May.
it's gonna be May.
And we're all going crazy for the song still, 20 years after it's been released because it's a banger of a song and there's some May connotations to it. But who cares?
Okay, you guys are lost causes.
Who cares? I'm not listening to Timberlake and Lance and JC and Fat One and who's the other one? Chris
Kirkpatrick.
I'm listening like, you know what? That's it. I'm going to court a girl and if she says no, I'm going to tell her it's still going to be us. I'm not telling that.
Yeah. Sobrang creepy. Ngayon ko lang siya talaga dinisect the words. I just sing it blindly.
Guess what?
There comes a day when I'll be the one you'll see. It's gonna the whole little harmony thing. Amazing.
It's gonna be me.
All that I do is not enough for you because you don't know what you want and you don't know what you need. But finally. Thank you. You get to love me.
Guess what? Very disturbing. Ang disturbing ng song. I didn't even know.
I know I'm changing the lyrics, but I'm changing it to paraphrase what they're trying to say, right? But there is a line here when you're like, when finally, Ryan?
Finally.
When finally you get to love, guess what? It's gonna be me. The good old days. The good old caveman days.
You didn't care.
You just pick who you want and pull her by the hair and drag her.
Damn.
Okay, but in defense of that song,
yes, please defend this truly toxic masculinity.
So this whole era, so NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and even Britney. So their whole sound is defined by these Swedish people, Max Martin. And when they would write songs, they would just count syllables. So they wouldn't really care about words. Like, I want it that way also. It makes no sense.
Oh, yeah. I saw that TikTok na the original words dapat. Those made sense. This one, wala. Zero sense.
No, this was the original. So they made a version that makes sense, but it wasn't as catchy.
Melodically, parang hindi siya fun.
So that's why those songs are kind of weird.
I could have just sang the alphabet and made a banger of a hit. Does it really have to be lyrics like? I mean, who cares? What is it? Syllabically?
Syllables.
Yeah, that.
Even
Yeah, sure.
Baby one more time is intense.
Why not just then make words that didn't seem rapey? Like
True. Oh, that's the word. It's very rapey. Very. Terrible.
But in the end, you know it's gonna be me. You can't deny. So just tell me why that every little thing I do.
Alam niya nga na nagkukulang siya eh. Pero hindi. Tayo pa rin in the end. Wala kang choice.
Some foods.
Very, very disturbing. Incredibly disturbing. The song is ruined for me now. BT Dubs. Forever.
No, it's still a great song.
It's ruined.
That song is awesome.
It's ruined. It's dead. Dead.
Baby, punch me one more time.
Yeah.
Anyway, Slater, I'm good. I'm good with you, sir.
I'm not. Sorry, Slater. I like you.
You're okay in my
not.
It's fine. Everybody's overreacting. Everybody needs to.
I think like people would have been fine if you lied, no? If you were just like, no, I don't do that, no. Sila lang yan, di ako yan. If everyone was like, okay.
Would people have believed him though?
Bro. Yeah, people would have believed him.
Yeah, I agree. They would have believed him. Yeah.
You really don't think that we've gone overboard?
No, not here. No.
swimsuit competition. I bring this up every year with these stupid pageants. Swimsuit competitions isn't really necessary.
But who watches that? It's all gays and girls. You guys don't care about.
You're justifying toxic behavior.
It's different.
Why?
It's different. It's it just is.
Really? Tell me, what is a swimsuit? What is the value of a swimsuit?
Okay, I'm not a pageant girl either. Okay, but I can tell you that it's different.
Just try. Try to rationalize why this is acceptable to even have that portion. Try.
Maybe because this is
whether.
Again, I'm not a pageant fan.
We get it.
But I'm just saying it's not the same.
Would you remove it? Would you remove it?
I honestly don't care enough about pageants talaga to have an opinion. Sorry. I just don't care.
If it fits your woke agenda, then fine.
Excuse you?
What?
Excuse you? Not my fault your beliefs are antiquated. 8:54. You'll see Mo and Ryan again tomorrow. Something from SZA now.
Go out with it.
Yeah.
Song is called Snooze. You're listening to Good Times on your voice of summer with Magic 89.9.
I do that 3 more times again. I testify for you. I saw that like you, that I do it all and I'm around your skin.
Broadcasting from the heart of Metro Manila and heard around the world through www.magic899.com. We are the kind of magic that hits like this.
Magic, I could be a fantasy.
Put your hands up. You're my sun and moon.
And makes you feel like this.
It's the ride of your life. Turn up the music. While you're calling at 11.
So if it sounds right, it's gotta be right. We're radio's finest. We are Magic 89.9 DWTM.
Magic 89.9.